field chairman of the company. She's the first woman to achieve $2 million ring and in the $3 million ring. She's building a fantastic business with her husband Benjamin, and now she recently was the first female to make $4 million a year. I did a little research on $4 million a year. Did you know that is $333,000 per month? Did you know that is $83,000 per week? $12,000 per day on a 7-day work week, and I know most of you don't work 7 days. That is $500 an hour around the clock. Around the clock. I can just imagine Penny waking up in the morning and Benjamin leaning over and saying, "Hey honey, how'd you sleep?" And Penny saying, "You know, I had a good sleep, I got a good 8 hours in. Oh, I made $4 grand last night too." Unbelievable, only at WFG. Please, on your feet, welcome Penney Ooi!
Introducing Field Chairman Penney Ooi.
Question. How many of you, can I keep my talk, please? How many of you are come from a humble family background? The only way for you to become successful is depend on your hard work and tenacity. Or how many of you that are coming from a very wealthy family, that your family can help you for your career? The reason I asked about this question is about a year ago that there's a book called A Long Shadow. The book was published and become very controversial because the book was saying, the statistic they are finding that most of the people that, all the wealthy, all the successful people actually came from a very wealthy family. They say that your success has a lot of things to do with your upbringing. The success have to do a lot of it in people that who come from a well connection. And people like myself do not come from a very good background, a very good family, but my father doesn't have that much money, or you came from a single family, you might not have a chance. And quite interesting, then there's a saying said, the rich become richer, and the poor become poorer. And until recently, it's very interesting, I never know about this in my career in 30 years, in living in the United States. I just heard something that's so-called a secret society. How many of you know about this secret society? And then they are saying that this is a very well elite group that they get together. There's a mentor and apprentice. They will teach you all the success example. They are all great-minded people hang together. They will teach you everything for you to become good in finance, good in anything in life. But this special group, you got to be invited. Maybe that you have to be blood related. Many of them say that a lot of our president in the United States, they are part of the group. But I was wondering, no wonder the rich become richer because they get all the resources from this. But then I look at myself and my husband, we came from a very, very small villages in Malaysia. My father owned a fisherman boat, then he hired fishermen to go and get the seafood and he sell at the wholesale market. My husband, Benjamin, the mother, my in-law have 8 kids, 5 boys and 3 girls. The reason they have so many boys because that it's a free labor that they can work in the farm. So Ben have a very nice body, not because he go to gym, because he's lifting all the heavy stuff. We were poor, but we are a very happy family. So when I came to, I always wonder that if I were in my mom's situation, if Ben is in the same situation like his parents, would they be able to send them to overseas? So they borrow money, they do everything they could to give us the best education. So when we came to the United States, we finished all the school, and we were invited to join the BFG. So when I first started, I don't have any nanny at home, so my husband had to take care of the kids, waiting for me at the sofa when I'm on the field. And it's quite very interesting. And then the statistics show that I couldn't become successful because all the books statistics show that you have to come from a rich family. And yet, the statistics show that out of these 800 kids that they research, so a lot of them do not become successful. But out of these, they actually have 2 of them become a medical doctor. And then 40 of them that they're from low income become high income. And amazingly that miracle that happen and does happen every single day in our life. You heard about story after story. But a lot of us wasn't, especially me, I did not get invited to the secret society, but I was invited to an open society. And the master of this social society, they came from the same background like us. My mentor, Rich Dolly, came from a farm boy. When he joined the business, him and Cindy, they just want to have a love seat at their home. And then you have Suan Nguyen, who's a Vietnamese from Vietnam, fugitive. Not fugitive. I think he's going to demote me after this. Refugee. Oh, I'm so glad that he's not in this room. But him, that he's a street artist. He draw you at Hawaii. He was a social worker. And they all become millionaires. He's $50 million income a year. And you have Jack Linda, who's a frustrated corporate guy, became successful. And then you have Monty Home. You heard about his story. He was a construction worker who became successful, multi-million-dollar income earner. And then they have me. They have Ed Marley. We couldn't, right? Ed Marley was a struggle, injured baseball player. The league doesn't want him anymore, but we invited him into our open society. And then you have me, myself. You heard my story. The story doesn't stop here. And then you'll be able to produce one of my girl who make $2 million right now, who's a Kung Fu master. You know Jack Lee? They're at same batch. But she got injured, so she couldn't join the martial art team in China. And then she got invited by my husband to this company. And then she became $2 million income earner. And then you had a flight attendant who said that, can I make $2,000? And then she become $1 million income earner again. And you had Connie Chen tomorrow. You're gonna have her story. Couldn't speak English, couldn't drive, you don't know anybody. Just at Harvard, have to translate all the exam into English so she can pass the license. Closing $2 million this year. And then you have Sandy Liu, who sell a phone card at Chinatown. Nobody want to recruit her. Another $1 million income earner again. And then you have somebody, Duan and Swati, who's a foreign student, almost get deported into Indonesia because the company doesn't want to sponsor them. Later on, finally get somebody sponsor them. They join the company, they become $1 million income earner. And you have Debbie Zhang, who is in Atlanta. He speaks English, I don't understand. He speaks Chinese, I don't understand. But he speaks with his heart. He loves his team. Another $1 million income earner. And we have Laura Carlson. I saw her 3-4 times a year, making $1 million. We did not get invited secretly. We get invited publicly. And then you have another person. It doesn't stop here again. The story doesn't stop here. We are the few that so-called you couldn't make it in this society. You have everyone who is a student, never get a job after graduate from college, and another $850,000 right now is going to become another $1 million income earner this year. And yet Jackie can. You are here from him. Couldn't speak. I call him the war man. Because he only look at the wall, he doesn't have to talk to you. He's going to bring $1 million this year. And you have Joseph Cole. Ask a lot of questions. Still ask a lot of questions until today. It's not going to be $1 million income earner. You have Jonathan, who will never think that will make a lot of money, who's going to be $1 million income this year. And you have, I call him a drug dealer. He's a selling drug legally, you know? He's a pharmacy manager. Another $1 million. And then you have Michelle Liu, who got his green card because he wrote a very good article about science that they published in a Science magazine. But they give him $54,000 a year. Quit the business, quit the career, join this business, going to be another $1 million income earner. What society, what company will give you a chance that you don't have any background? And every single one of us came from this company and have a chance to become successful. And I was thinking that, God, you know what? Is that only us? No. You know that WFG right now, we have 66 people. 66 people right now making over $1 million income a year. It is amazing. And most of us, I asked you a question at the beginning. How many of you are coming from a humble background? How many of you coming from a wealthy background? The statistics show that most of us did not come from a very strong background. Am I right? And also, all of us go through all the frustration in this business. Am I right? And when I built a career, I remember when I first faced all the adversity in my life, when I'm walking to the BBM, when everybody is clapping for the promotion, when all the team, they ask the team, when they speak, the team cheer for them. And I look at myself, I don't have anybody. And I say, well, but I have me. As long as I don't quit, then I will build the team again. And I look at my leader, yeah, maybe nobody believes me there. The one that I invited, they don't show up, but my leader believes in me. And then I go home, when I watch my husband lay on the couch holding the baby, and then all that frustration gone. And I told myself, I have no choice but to succeed. And I told myself many, many times, as I walked at the parking lot, going to work with my car, and I told myself, you know what, Penny? You may lose everything, but time, heart, and faith, that's all you need in this business. I remember that I was told that life is never fair. It is not fair. Some of you know that some of our friends that was born in the silver spoon, some of them are very good. Some of them speak so well. Some of them, they can motivate the whole team. But I couldn't. But I told myself I cannot compare. I may not speak very well, but I can work very hard. Maybe that I did not come from a very big team. Maybe when I came to this convention, there's only 3 of us, right? But I know that I look at the leader. I remember when I look at Swan on the stage, I was worried every single time he speaks. I'm afraid that nobody understands him. But I told myself that I could be the one who would help him to contribute to his success. And I look at my family. Maybe when we didn't came from a strong or wealthy background, maybe for my generation, for me up, the whole generation is going to change. And I just need to be teachable and coachable. And adversity come, I embrace it. It made me become stronger. I learned how to be kind. I learned how to be good. I learned how to be strive to be better. And definitely, I learned how to be humble. The fact is, most of us, 99% of us in this room, we were not born with a silver spoon. We all need to depend on ourselves, isn't that? I want to let you know, what is WFG? You hear many stories today already. You're going to hear many stories tomorrow. WFG is a platform. When life gives you what you have, when they put you at the bottom, they give a platform for you to be bouncing up, to become success. Success is about how do you bounce up. Success is about how do you climb the stair. There's no elevator in this company. This platform teaching you not to give up. And then they teach you how to dream. They teach us how to dream. Somebody, maybe we dream very small at the beginning. As time passes by, our dream become bigger and bigger and bigger. And we teach. And I remember that I was in college. They said that you are born not to be adapt to this society. You are born to be changing the society. You be the one to change. You be the change that you want to be. You be the change that you want to see in this world. You start having a courage. So every single time you recruit people, you invite people, you build a team. It takes courage. It takes courage to discipline your disappointment. And also that, just like Jeff said, that in this company they teach you about unconditional love. They teach you about somebody out there in WFG, some of the team out there, they are struggling, they do well. Then we get inspired. And some team some people who do not do well, do a bad thing, it affects us. And we as a company, we as a WFG member, we have to have unconditional love. And I told myself every single day, okay, Penny, you have to know how to judge people, because everybody, just like you, they have a story behind them. Maybe many stories that they have, nobody have a chance to listen to them. I'm blessed to be able to tell my story on the stage. Many of you in this room, your story is more even inspiring. But also think about that. How many people like me, a lady, came from different background, came from different country, have had a chance to come to join this company, have all the blessing in the whole world. You know that somebody out there, maybe somewhere in the world, they may not have the same chance. They might not even allowed to work. They might even allowed to see their soul, show their face. Yeah. How blessed we are in this country and in this company.
Yeah.
Woo! And I was learned that, and I'm learning, and I try to teach my team that that's not about y'all and him and this team and that team. It's about one team. It's about how do you help each other? How do you help each other become successful as a company? We learn about teamwork. We learn about how to help each other. We learn how to inspire each other. We learn how to compete, but we learn how to inspire each other.
Yeah.
And we come to this kind of convention many times. The first time, the second time, the fourth time, the fifth time. Maybe some of us that come into the first time, next year the company becomes successful. But many of us also come into this company for this is our fifth time, sixth time. And when we came to this company, we told ourselves, maybe this convention is going to change my life. We push and we push and we push ourselves to the limit so that we can excel. I always believe that when the water flows to the edge of the river, it creates a beautiful scenery. When you push yourself to the edge, you transform. We embrace, we love this company, we love the leadership, and we love each other. Why? Because we can push each other so that we can transform as a company. Dream do come true. I'm excited about every single one of you. Today, this is your moment. This is where, by the sheer force of the momentum that we created, we will transform this industry. I love you. I love my team. You're the great. I love my leadership.